So, how to tie a Windsor knot. Sometimes called a double Windsor, sometimes called a full Windsor, or just a Windsor knot, all the same thing. First thing to do is work out how long you want the tie to be. Now, I wear a waistcoat, so I don't want the tie to be poking out from under the notch of the waistcoat, so I like my tie to be a little bit shorter. Typically though, you want the tie to be finishing at the waistband. But as I say, I would make mine a little bit shorter so it's not poking out. So you work out for yourself. Everyone's got a different size of neck, everyone's got a different length of torso, and everyone's got different ties of different lengths. So they're all going to be different. However, if you work out what works for you, then it will always work for you. And what you need to do is work out where the long part of the tie sits in relation to your leg. Now for me, it's probably just beyond fingertip length. So cross the large part over the small part, and the secret to the Windsor knot is wrap it once around this side and once around this side. So from underneath, wrap it once around that side, and then cross it over under the back, and then once around that side. And then you'll know if you're in the right direction because you'll end up with that shape at the front. Then you wrap it around the front, up the back, and then that front bit, pull that out and just tuck it down the bottom. So pull the front to tighten, and then just use finger and thumb to shape the knot itself before fastening and sorting out your collar. Now we'll do final adjustments in a second, but you can see that the tie goes right to the waistband, and pop the waistcoat on so you can see the effect of the full outfit. Now, most people will say, if you know about fashion, gent style, you don't fasten the bottom button of your waistcoat. I do, because I'm that's that bit different. And pop the jacket on. Obviously it's a contrast waistcoat. Today's theme is red. Red lining, white piping, red tie, red pocket square, puffed out. Red laces as well, but you can't see those. Right, final adjustment is on the tie, and there we go. And we're good to go. So when it comes to taking the tie off, you see it fits perfectly. When it comes to taking the tie off, you do need to unfasten a Windsor knot. And it doesn't quite disassemble the same as a school tie, a little bit different. So when you come to taking it off, just loosen it as normal, pull the thin end out, take it out completely, and then pull the fat end out from the front of the tie, and then you're good to go again. Hang it up, and then you're good to go for next time. Right, so if you have any questions or comments about Windsor knots, or you want to see any other tie knots demonstrated, please let me know in the comments below. Like and follow if you want to see more.